worried, which takes us to President Obama himself. Even while I was away, I was still making news. It's amazing how this happens. Let's see. Oops. I told you. Here we go. Wrong stack of sound bites. This is Thursday night in Columbus, Ohio. And here's Obama talking about Romney and the Supreme Court, the health care ruling.
What's going to happen, and we saw this when Medicare first started, a lot of times politics gets in the way of common sense. And so there are a lot of Republican governors who feel pressure from, Rush Limbaugh and members of Congress not to implement, and so they think it's bad politics. Over time, though, when they start seeing that more and more people in states that do implement are getting a better deal on their health insurance, costs are going down, fewer people are uninsured. Over time, what happens is the politics fades away and this thing gets implemented.
Let me translate that for you. What Obama is suggesting is that I am going to pressure and influence Republican governors into not establishing state exchanges. And there's a reason he has that fear. If the states do not establish the exchanges that are called for in Obamacare, because of the quirks in the law that we mentioned to you, they can deal a serious blow to Obamacare. They can't shut it down or nullify it, but they can deal it a serious blow. They are upset that this has been discovered. There are a number of governors who've already said, Rick Perry in Texas, a number of them, Bobby Jindal, we're not going to implement. What they mean is we're not going to set up these exchanges. We're not going to do it. And without the exchanges, there is no Obama tax. And so what he's trying to capitalize here on is the presumption that my name is instant negativity, instant discreditation. And these governors are going to be pressured from, Rush Limbaugh not to implement my Obamacare. Gosh, if that's only true. If that's only true. And then Obama wasn't through. He was, this is Eyeball News Channel 5 in Cincinnati.
The fact that a whole bunch of Republicans in Washington suddenly said this is a tax. For 6 years he said it wasn't, and now he's suddenly reversed himself. And so the question becomes, are you doing that because of politics? Are you abandoning a principle that you fought for 6 years simply because you're getting pressure for 2 days from Rush Limbaugh or some critics in Washington?
Whoa, it's the second time he's mentioned my name here in relationship to Obamacare. A president of the United States a little worried over the influence I might wield over Republican governors on his health care bill. So in the first bite, I'm telling these guys not to go along with the exchanges and the Medicare expansion. And then I'm telling these guys to tell everybody else that this is a tax, that Obamacare is a tax. And this is very illustrative. It's highly indicative of what they're worried about. It was Obama. Everybody running, the Democrats swore it wasn't a tax. This is Pat Caddell's point. They're the ones that said it wasn't a tax. Supreme Court just said that it is. And this is not a debate over tax or penalty. Don't care. It is brand new costs to you when Obama promised your costs were going to go down. It is a tax. It is the biggest tax in the history of the world when this thing is fully implemented. That's what Obamacare is. It's the biggest tax in the history of the world in order to grow government like it has never grown before. I got to take a break. A couple more of these when we come back. Don't go away.